It's Radio 2, it's Scott Mills, and I'm so excited to be joined by two of the UK's brightest rising stars. It's Kit Connor and Joe Locke from Netflix's Heartstopper. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Now, we are really lucky on this show to have loads of parents and their teenagers listening to us on the way home from school and from college. I know a lot of people love your big, warm hug of a show. Is that what it's felt like to make over the years?
Yeah. It feels like we've got a bit of a family, that we've kind of built. So, we've been doing it all together since season 1, and it's hard not to feel like we've sort of grown up together. So, yeah, it's a very warm feeling to be able to shoot it for 3 months of a year.
For anyone who hasn't seen it, can you please tell us what Heartstopper's about?
Two boys who become friends at school, then they fall in love, and the challenges that they face. Yeah, and sort of love in general.
Yeah. We go into some other stuff as well, but that's the main bit.
That's the main bit. Yeah, that's the gist.
Yeah.
I have to say, when I was growing up, it would have been incredible for me to have watched a show like this. Growing up as a gay man, I never kind of saw there wasn't then any kind of same-sex relationship on TV. You two won't remember this, but there was a show called Brookside, which is an old soap opera, and that was when the first lesbian kiss happened on British TV. I think before that, there was two men kissing on EastEnders, and at the time that was front page news.
Wow.
Which is wild now, isn't it? And with the lesbian one in Brookside, there was absolute uproar. It's really important, I think, to see these positive and inspiring stories on our screens, and hopefully a sign that the world is changing for the better.
Hopefully.
Right?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
And I know that the writer Alice says she's heard loads of stories about fans saying this series has helped them to come out to their own family and friends.
Yeah, I think even just us, we'll have people kind of coming up in the street and telling us the impact that the show's had on them, which is really, it's really special to be a part of something as an actor where it's actually had an impact on their life,
Yeah. And can we talk, Kit, please, about the incredible Olivia Colman? What's it like? Tell me everything.
She's just, we had her on the first 2 seasons, and she would spend 2 days on set per season. So I've shot 4 days of shooting with her, and yet she manages to steal the entire show every single time.
Show.
She is.
Yeah.
She's not there for the 3 months.
No, she's not. She's, but she is completely. It's almost annoying how talented she is. I mean, she's so. I'm sure she's. She works very hard, but it doesn't seem like it. She just shows up, puts in an incredible performance because she's so kind of.
But it's so. It comes so naturally to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so emphatic.
Yeah, she's so emotionally available.
Yeah.
I find. She can just click into anything. It was pretty special to watch.
If you've not seen the show, she plays your mum, and last series there was a scene where you come out to her in the show, and she has such a positive and beautiful reaction, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. It's a really it seems to be a moment in the show that's kind of that stuck with a lot of people, which was lovely. And I don't know, I think it was one of the best ways to kind of end the first season.
Yeah.
Heartstoppers, Kit and Joe are here. Let's have some Sigrid and Griff, and then we'll be back with more on Radio 2.
Scott Mills here, and I'm joined by the stars of the hit Netflix show Heartstopper, Kit Connor and Joe Locke. Welcome back. Season 3 of the show is coming really soon, but you've both been really busy with other stuff. Tell me about, Joe, your debut on Broadway.
Yeah, I was in 4 months in Sweeney Todd, which was an amazing experience. It was exhausting, and I don't know, I think I went into it thinking, it's 3 hours a day, easy stuff, get the whole day off.
Yeah.
And then I ended up just sleeping like 12 hours a night, and I was still just exhausted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but then I'd be like, oh great, I'm in New York, I can do all of these fun things.
Yeah.
No energy to do anything. just all I did was just work and sleep for 4 months.
Yeah.
But it was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
And is it true a huge icon sent you flowers on opening night?
Yeah, Patti LuPone sent me flowers, which is still really cool. Yeah.
Are you friends with Patti
We are.
LuPone?
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. We did a TV show together, so she is like my cool aunt now. She's
Obsessed.
Yeah, she sends me sister.
You have to say
Sorry,
sister.
sorry,
You can't
bye.
say that.
I mean, sister, yeah.
Yeah.
So she sent you flowers.
Yeah.
And then she sent you a note. And what did the note say?
Yeah, she sent me a note and it said, "Be present, enjoy yourself, and just breathe. Love, Patty." And I put it on my mirror. And
Yeah, love it.
Very cool thing to have been sent.
And you are from the Isle of Man. You
Isle of
started
Man,
out
yeah.
in your local theatre there. What age would you have been?
I think I auditioned for like an amateur production of The Wizard of Oz when I was 6, and I got a recall and then cried and never went back in because I was just scared of being a munchkin, I think.
Yeah.
But then when I was like 10, I just would do amateur theatre stuff all the time with my friends.
Yeah. The Isle of Man has a thing. Every time I go there, they're like, "Oh, look at the ferry bridge."
Yeah, ferry bridge.
Can you tell me more?
Ferry bridge, I don't really know. I just know when you drive past it, you got to say hello to the ferries or
That's
you get
it.
bad
Because
luck.
I was in a taxi. I was DJing that night, and
I think my granddad's driven you in his taxi before.
Get out.
He's a taxi driver in the Isle of Man.
Well, he probably has.
Probably.
I think it was maybe him that told me to look out for the ferries on the ferry
An old
bridge.
Scouse man, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my granddad.
That's brilliant.
That's wild.
That is wild.
It just clicks me. I'm pretty sure he said to me that he put you in his taxi.
When I started asking that question, I didn't think it would end up like that.
That's going to go viral.
No, exactly. And Kit, you're also on stage at the moment.
Yeah, I'm doing Romeo and Juliet on Broadway. Myself and Rachel Zegler.
You know, with things like this, I'm fascinated. How long have you got to learn it?
It was actually quite a fast process, really, if you just kind of, I think, knuckle down and get it done. I also find that as an actor, you tend to learn all those lines and then you can do them for a few months, and then as soon as you stop having to do it, it's out forever.
Gone.
You just don't know.
Yeah, unless you're someone like Judi Dench, maybe.
Yeah.
Then she can recite all the Shakespeare, I think.
Yeah.
But
are there bits of Heartstopper that when you see it, you go, I forgot we did that?
Oh, all the time.
yeah, very
Really?
Watching the new season, I was like, I forgot that scene. Yeah.
Also, because it was probably quite a long time ago.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't even that long.
No, that was
it was
just
still just, it was all a blur. It was just like, it happened, and now there's a show coming out.
And Joe, I can't have you here without talking about your time on Celebrity Bake Off with my fellow Radio 2 DJ, Sarah Cox. Did you enjoy her showstopper of Jeremy Vine on a penny farthing?
I did enjoy it. I mean, I thought my showstopper of Patti LuPone on a playbill was better, but, I'm biased.
Yeah.
But, we had the best time. It was so much fun. Sarah's wonderful. And
she is great.
She deserved to win. Blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. She loves to win.
Yeah.
Listen, it's so good to chat with you both. Heartstopper Series 3 is out on Netflix tomorrow. And listen, if you haven't seen the first 2 series, get on there. They are available to watch anytime now. Kit, Joe, thank you so much for swinging by Radio 2.
Our pleasure. Thank
See you soon.
you.